Second chamber is an in-person liturgical ritual attended only by oath-sworn initiates, where a priest and priestess invoke the help and blessings of Christ on behalf of the attending congregation. It provides a variety of rituals and practices, including for holy days. Second chamber is available only to those who have proven they are ready for it. Those who enter receive additional help from divinity, especially in the form of psychological ordeals, to show them what they need to work on, to progress. That is why instructors have the serious responsibility to ensure that those who are invited to enter second chamber are prepared to handle the ordeals that will occur in their daily life. These ordeals are not given by the instructor or the school, but by the student's own innermost being, in the form of challenging situations in daily life that reveal our defects so we can work on them. The requirements to enter second chamber: physical attendance of a group guided by instructors in the tradition of Samael on Weor. That group must have a sanctified and permanent second chamber temple that is private and attended only by initiated members of second chamber, and fully ordained priests and priestesses to operate it. These are quite rare. An invitation to enter second chamber, given by a priest or priestess who is confident the student is chaste and is ready to handle the psychological ordeals that divinity provides to the serious student. The student must be working daily to reduce their ego. The student will swear an oath of lifelong commitment to Christ and the promise to preserve the tradition without modification and in secret. The priest or priestess becomes responsible for that student, so it is their decision to invite the student and their responsibility if the student is ready or not. This requires years of observation to determine before an invitation is given. Second chamber is never given to the public. Not only would they not understand it, it would not help them. Just as you cannot eat a meal or drink a glass of water online, it is impossible to attend second chamber online. The benefits can only be received in person. It is possible to attend second chamber in the internal worlds. For this, one must be awakened in the astral world and attend the Gnostic church. There are many groups that claim to have second chamber, but they are misinformed, confused, or intentionally misleading others. For instance, some groups believe their prayer chains are second chamber, but that is not true. Other groups offer online or public second chamber, but what they are doing has nothing to do with the authentic second chamber. We have many people in the first chamber. Yes, many aspirants attend the different groups of first chamber. However, the aspirants within the second chamber are fewer, and this is because they require better preparation. Concerning this stage of the teachings, second chamber, I am more careful. Thus, in order to pass a student into the second chamber, I have to be very sure that such an aspirant is completely defined, since it is clear that in the second chamber, many esoteric aspects of great responsibility enter into action. And it is clear that a great deal of veneration, respect, and responsibility is demanded from the student. The student must enter into the second chamber duly prepared in order to appreciate the esoteric value of this chamber. I could not authorize the entrance of individuals that are not completely defined, because this will be absurd. Thus, for such cause, I delay very much before passing someone to the second chamber. Sometimes I allow them to enter after 1 or 2 years. Nonetheless, since there are some individuals who do not give the keynote that is needed in order to pass them into the second chamber, then I delay them for even 3 years. Now, the students of third chamber indeed are very few, because these have to be very well defined. So the third chamber is active here in Mexico in a very special place. I want you to emphatically know that the third chamber has only one objective: the awakening of the consciousness. Here, we, with effective and practical methods which I already taught, dedicate ourselves as a group to the awakening of the consciousness. Thus, in the third chamber, we have individuals that are already working in the Jinn state, who work perfectly in the fourth dimension. Some of these students have gone to Tibet with their body of bones and flesh in the Jinn state. Of course, these are people of third chamber that work intensely with concentration, meditation, and samadhi, etc. So the students of third chamber are awakening very fast because they are increasingly working in a practical way. That is, with astral projection, in the Jinn state, in ecstasy. Thus, I am not content until they become totally awakened. Here in Mexico, I have told the students of third chamber that the moment will arrive in which we will only reunite in the Jinn state. Therefore, those who are not prepared to attend with their body in the Jinn state will remain out of the third chamber. Thus, many of them are struggling. Yet others are very happy because they already achieved their purpose. This is what is essential, to intensely work with these practices. Thus, the time will arrive in which the students have to come in Jinn state, because those who do not come in the Jinn state will not be admitted into the third chamber. Samael on Weor, Gnostic Paladin.